Hello and welcome to the first Project Override update in quite some time. I've got a lot of new features in the game here. This is probably the biggest update I've had yet. Some of the stuff I'm going to show has been in the game for a week or two. I've just been working pretty much non-stop on this here just to get all these new features out. So let's just get into it. So the story part will be skipped there if I've already done some amount, so if you've already done an attempt, if you've already been into the hangar, it'll skip past the story. So once we're into the mission here, one of the things I've added is dev tools, so I can quickly spawn more waves and then disable all of the enemies at a time, which lets you see. Another thing here is that on the mini map, resources have a little yellow dot now, so that you can track them down if they're off screen. They still don't last very long, but just gives you a chance, in case they are slightly off screen, for you to pick them up. This is one of the major new features. We've got this upgrade screen. So the top 6 here, these are all ship upgrades, and you can see I can add more levels to them. Different ones affect different stats, and in the top right you can see they will update live and show you how exactly they're affecting the stats. In addition, now this is the main new feature. I can purchase weapons and weapon mods. All of these things have to go into hardpoints, which are on the right here. I can see some bugs right now that I need to sort out, but that's okay. It'll mostly work. So as long as you've got some free space, you can purchase these weapons and slot them into one of those slots, and also you can purchase mods and slot them into those slots. And a mod will affect all of the weapons on a particular slot. So, for example, if I take the fast bullets, put them on these photon disruptors, then you know what? Let's also put on these huge bullets. Yeah, so I've still got some. Actually, all right. Oh no, there we go. Spend as much money as I can here. So all of that stuff will apply to the ship. We will show in just a sec. This is another new feature. This is the level select. This has actually been in the game for about a week, but this is sort of finally fleshed out now a little bit more. There's going to be images and more stats for all the systems here, but yeah, you can choose your route, and that will determine the enemies that you fight, and also eventually it'll determine which upgrades are available for purchase and a bunch of other things. So you can see the plasma cannon is unaffected, but these lasers are huge now, and they go so far because put the fast bullets and the huge bullets modifiers on it. And that just makes it way easier to hit the target. Now, these will persist between levels.
Enemy ship disabled.
And I'll show you in just a sec that they will track. So another feature, though, I'll just run out the clock here for a minute to explain and demonstrate it here. Another new feature that I've added is the ability to have the game just spawn enemies on a timer without actually destroying the previous wave. And this actually just, it's pretty basic. I don't know why I didn't have it in there before, but it just really helps with the pacing of the game. And yeah, like there, some of the later levels where they had this ebb and flow where you have these moments where it gets really kind of hard, but then as you whittle down the enemies, that the game gets easier because you just don't have the same number of enemies to fight anymore. So this will mean that if you don't kill the enemies fast enough, you're not going to get any like extra enemies spawn more than would otherwise spawn. But you are gonna have to fight
Enemy ship disabled.
enemies that
Enemy ship disabled.
you know that spawn before you've disabled all the waves before them. So that actually will let me show the one last feature that has been in the game for a week or so. And that is once I die here, I'll just let myself get blown up. Come on, guys, you can do it. There we go. So once you get destroyed, or even just disabled, we've got the new defeat screen. It tracks all sorts of things here. And yeah, next patch, these are all going to be saved so that you can see all your previous run stats, and it's going to keep a high score screen and everything. But for now, you can at least see how well you did. And yeah, it's turning into more of a game. Anyways, it's just a really quick overview of everything. I'd say it's at the point now where you can just give it a shot and like see how far you can get. If anyone can beat it, that would be pretty incredible. I've not been able to beat it yet. Like I said, nothing is particularly balanced. It's going to be something I start doing again really quick here. It's just, you know, when you implement a whole bunch of new systems, things are going to break. But that's it for this week. I will talk to you all soon, and have a great rest of your week.